It's 1962 and there's bombs and death everywhere.
Real quick, I would like to thank everyone and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
The year is actually 1952, and there's metal aliens in the woods outside. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Tinfoil Testament. Shout out to everybody who's been commenting on the last two videos.
I took care of it.
Jeremy did take care of it. If you know, then you know.
That's all we're going to say.
Yeah, we had a 5-hour podcast, and we cut it down to whatever you see now because Jeremy took care of it.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't 5 hours. I don't want to be here until
Better not.
15.
Dude, I'm starving.
Me too.
Starving.
Me too.
Me too.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Me too.
Thanks for listening to Tinfoil Testament. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, we cut out a lot. This was 5 hours.
This is actually the outro, not the intro.
By the way, what episode are we on right now?
11?
12.
Yeah, because we got one recorded for... Okay. So, 12 episodes. That's a lot. Plus what we didn't upload.
Yeah. So we're on
Which, unfortunately, I'm just thinking the more and more we go out, the more it's that Mothman's not going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's on the old mics.
Yeah, this just sounds better.
And it makes me sad because I really like Mothman stuff.
I mean, we can do Mothman.
Yeah, we can redo
But yeah,
it.
we can, but it won't be the same.
Yes, it will be.
You guys have to forget. I need to get the
We
Men in
forgot.
Black. I need to... I mustn't spice your brains. I need to flash the little light in your faces so you'll forget.
Men in Black.
Yep.
That's a whole episode right there. Great movies.
Good old...
But whenever you guys are listening to this, you should be on your way toward Christmas around the corner. So buy yourself some presents. Don't buy them for other people.
Yeah, other people are worthless.
And it's only the thought that counts, so just think about it.
Yep. Think it.
But not too hard because they aren't thinking too hard about you.
Think it and it will happen. Prosperity gospel.
And if they are...
Whoa, manifestation.
Hey, we're not going to get political here.
What?
No comment.
There was nothing political there.
I know. That's the reason why I said it.
Joe
Nope.
Burrow is a really good football player.
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
Yeah, LSU football player.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Oh, in other news, since we are in Tennessee, Tennessee Vols lost to the Vanderbilt Commodores.
Nice.
And I cannot be happier because everybody at my work is a Vols fan.
Good for you.
And Vandy happens to be my nickname.
Vandy happens to be you. I am glad Vandy won because
I
he's
can't
my
stand
friend.
Vols fans.
I don't care.
I like Vanderbilt even though they're not a great team.
Go sports, man.
Go sports.
Andrew is pure political positivity.
We're not gonna do this. I'm taking care of it right now.
No, but like for real.
Whoa, what just happened? No, that's what happened.
What?
I turned the volume up on my headphones because of my coat. I turned my head down and cranked it way up. It's like, whoa.
Whoa.
But on a serious note, thank you guys for all the support. It's kind of weird to see people actually like conversing in the comment section.
When we do get big, like you guys believe we will, you are be the first ones.
Yeah.
You are the true OG fans.
If we ever get to that point where we have thousands and we have merch, we might need to send those two people a free shirt or something. Some tinfoil.
Nah, they gotta pay on the Patreon.
Nah.
These guys were here at the start of it, though.
Okay, I guess.
Like, they're the first two people that maybe we know them, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I don't know who they are either.
I don't know.
Shout out. But we got a few things on the plate today, and I think Jeremy's going to take us into a different direction today.
Well, Andrew's going to go first.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
there's something written above that.
Operation North.
I'm pretty sure I spelled operation wrong.
That's why I read it that way.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just looking at oops, I spelled it wrong. It's fine. Maybe it's like Croatoan, where if you spell it right, you get cursed. So
Oppo ration. Oppenheimer. Talk to us, Andrew. What is it about? What's it doing? Why is it there?
Operation.
Why do I care about it? If you're so concerned, go fix it.
No,
Write it yourself. I do this every week.
I was sitting here just
I can't spell.
trying to actually read it. Y'all know I can't read.
But you were the one that called it out and said that was wrong.
No, I didn't.
No, I did. I said I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong.
He was the one that did it.
Well, actually, Loki, you did by reading it wrong.
Okay,
on
it was
purpose.
that guy.
I just read it how it
Spider-Man meme.
It was me. I did it.
Oh man, good old Operation Northwoods.
Woods north of where?
Well, I think the majority of people know Operation Northwoods. It's like one of the
Answer the question. Woods north of where?
Where's it at?
Don't dodge.
I am Dodge.
The company?
Maybe.
I knew it.
Yep. That's where I've been. So, Operation Northwood. Everybody knows what Operation Northwood is.
I genuinely don't think I do.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
If I do, I don't know that I do.
Well, there's videos out there with one guy's channel has 2.2 million views on it explaining it. Another guy's channel has like 800,000 views.
So would you go watch it there and skip your...
Yeah.
Okay.
I really thought you were going to say everybody knows about it, so there's that. Just go on.
Just say, we don't need to talk about it.
No, explain it for everybody.
No, but this is what really red pilled me. Or black pilled. Black pill.
What?
Black pill is a proper term for this.
You haven't been red pilled.
No.
Clearly not. He's under.
Hey, we're not doing this.
No, we're not
doing this.
We're not doing this.
You keep going toward that line.
Jeez.
I'll cut it.
Jeremy is taking care of it.
But this is when I learned about this, it black pilled me. I learned about it a couple years ago, and I've ranted to my dad about it several times. Yeah, a lot like our rants from last week. Or, yeah, last week. Yeah.
Yes.
My timeline's off. Sorry.
Yeah,
But it was the day, or the plan, it was the plan for the U.S. government to attack U.S. government.
Nice.
It was the plan for the U.S. government, for the military, to attack citizens of the United States. And it was the plan to drag us into war.
Civil?
No.
With who?
War with Cuba.
Bro, why are we going after somebody? No offense if you're Cuban, but like that is not a threat to us.
Also, their sandwiches.
Cuban sandwich, yeah. Well, it was a serious matter. This was during the Cold War, 1962. However,
not the 60s.
What they came up with, the 60s, god awful 60s. But what they came up with was pretty horrible. So it was 1962.
4 years after the discovery of Loosh.
Of Loosh?
Yeah.
Oh, Loosh. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Loosh.
You already forgot.
But it all started in 1959. When?
A year after the discovery of Loosh.
When Fidel Castro took over. And Fidel Castro was a communist, and he was against the U.S. He overthrew the dictator that America had put in there, into Cuba.
Which was?
I forgot his name. It's not important. Who cares?
It wasn't Fidel Castro.
Yeah, he was a...
Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just going to insult the guy.
Oh,
Me?
Sure.
Okay.
You can't blame him.
Who? Fidel?
Yeah. a different government comes in and sets up who's over your government. It's kind of like from his perspective.
Sure. I don't know.
He did what we did to start this country.
I'm not too familiar with the aspects of Cuba before Fidel Castro.
Me either.
So
I'm just saying, blanket of we set up something. You can't like. I hate.
Well,
that.
we're known for that.
I know, and I hate it. I'm like, stop it. Why are we? Well, you can't even deal with their own selves. Why are we trying to set up other people?
So, Fidel Castro came in, took over. Pretty popular for the nation of Cuba with the people. But, obviously this was during the Cold War. So the U.S. and Russia were at odds at this time. And they felt very threatened with a communist nation just 90 miles off the coast of Florida.
But why? They're so small. In relative terms to us.
Well,
it was the Red Scare.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anything that was communist, they were like super like, we can't let that exist.
Yeah. It's like Helldivers, right? Just capitalist all the time.
All right, I'm with you. You got me. You lost me, but you got me back.
And when you got him, you lost me.
Okay. So the U.S. government felt threatened because of the fact of the Cold War era. It wasn't because of the fact of Cuba itself and the size and the population and their military might. They didn't really have anything. They weren't going to attack U.S. soil directly themselves. What they were worried about was them partnering with the USSR, Soviet Russia. That was the big scare. That was the big problem. So the intelligence agencies, they came up with a plan to eliminate Fidel Castro.
Okay.
It involved exploding cigars, exploding.
Is this with the ice gun?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about. But they had plans of exploding seashells at when he goes down to his private beach, his favorite beach.
Is this part of this?
Yes, this is all the backstory to it all.
Okay. Well, this is a part of it. Yeah, I know about all of this.
Okay. Well, then I can just skip it all.
Yeah, I don't need to hear it. Sorry.
No.
We're good. Let's move on.
No, it's for the viewers.
Well, everyone knew about it but me.
Yeah.
I did know about it, so.
And there was also an attempt or a thought process of having the mafia go down there and poisoning his drink, because during the revolution, Fidel Castro kicked out the mob, kicked out the casinos, and said, we're not having that. So the CIA assumed that the mob was going to be very angry. They wanted revenge. So they would be like, yes, we're going to go down there and kill him. And the mob, I mean, they're used to killing people. They know how to kill people secretly pretty well already. So they're like, okay, that's a perfect scenario.
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
None of it worked out.
No, none of it worked out. There was all kinds of attempts that didn't work out, or that they thought of it, but they didn't actually implement the plan. All kinds. So the last resort was an all-out invasion of Cuba. But they knew that the American people wouldn't accept that, because they're like, just like what you just said, they're a small nation. They don't have a military. There's no actual threat to Americans.
The optics is it's really bad.
Yeah. But the U.S. government, they were also worried that from Cuba, communism would spread throughout Latin America. And so they wanted to stop this quick before it spread, and they had to deal with other communist nations, and that would align with Russia.
Yeah.
So all this goes back to Russia. That's why all this was a big deal.
The Russians.
So here comes the plan to actually invade Cuba. We did it before. Teddy Roosevelt was actually in the military at the time, charging and shooting, and I think he got shot. Anyway, he was in the military at the time, in the cavalry, charging. Pretty cool story. Fast forward back to where we're talking about. They knew that the American people would not accept this war. So they came up with a plan. The intelligence...
Was this like over a period of multiple presidents, or was this all during one presidency? Because it sounds like this. Like if this is obviously it's a real thing, I've heard of it, but I don't know like the timeline of it.
So it was Dwight D. Eisenhower was in 1959.
Okay.
Let's go back into it. In 1959, when all this started, Dwight D. Eisenhower was president at the time, and then 1960 they had an election. JFK got it. John F. Kennedy. So that's who was a part of that. So John F. Kennedy, he inherited all this. He inherited the Cold War.
Cuba.
Yeah, he inherited Cuba. And so the intelligence agency, the military themselves, all the chiefs of staff, they were General George Decker, Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army, Curtis Lee May, Chief of Staff of the U.S. Air Force, George W. Anderson, Jr., Chief of Naval Operations, Lehman L. Leminster, Chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, and David Monroe Shoup, Commander of the Marine Corps. So all these men came up with this plan to attack U.S. citizens, to attack a U.S. military base in Guantanamo. My mind went blank there.
Guantanamo Bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
To attack Guantanamo Bay and to also attack Cuban refugee boats, to attack...
Now, when you say attack, are we like...
Actually bombing.
Bombing them, killing them?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Injuries. They want injuries. They want death. And
this is to be carried out by our military.
By our military, dressed as Cuban military with using Soviet weaponry.
Wow.
And they were going to have... They were even going to paint planes to match Soviet planes, to be able to use them to bomb and also harass commercial jets with civilians on the commercial jets flying.
Yeah.
And they were going to use U.S. military dressed as Cuban forces to go around South Florida and cause chaos. Bomb terrorist attacks, bomb random stores, do random shootings, and they were going to have arrests and suspects to put on the news. Everything was going to be legit in the eyes of the American people about this.
This is a horrible plan.
This was, yeah.
I'm thinking like let's say we get to the point where we're doing this stuff. How do we keep people in our military quiet?
From leaking it.
Yeah.
People who are like, even ones who don't necessarily mean to leak, like if they have family members, they might just accidentally.
Well, I mean,
this is so stupid.
Like, it's like the odds of it not getting found out.
But they were going to keep it very tight circle on it, right?
Well, you can't do something that big without.
Well, it wasn't going to be all at once. It was going to be throughout a period of time.
Okay, so like over years.
No. Like a week or two.
Not all at once, just all almost at once.
Well, yeah.
Like some of these plans that they come up with are obviously insane, but they obviously are very stupid.
Yeah.
I don't see this working.
Well, there wasn't the type of media presence that we have today.
Right.
And
no social media, nothing like that.
The American people actually really trusted their government at the time. This was just out of World War II.
Naive you people were.
Must have been
This was 15 years after World War II.
That like
Yeah, but weren't people already not super? I thought people weren't trusting because a lot of people thought that World War II was fake.
that's crazy.
Not fake, but like the Pearl Harbor.
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
There's
There
a
are
whole
people-
thing there too.
I got a big grin on my face, by the way.
I'm pretty sure people suspected Pearl Harbor was not fake in the sense it didn't happen, but like
Inside
The
job.
we
US
could have prevented it.
Yes, we could have prevented it. Oh my gosh, this could be.
I don't want to go into that.
We could have prevented it. We saw the Japanese
There's a lot to go here.
Japanese ship on radar way out in the sea, and they allowed them to come in and bomb Pearl Harbor
could have,
because
like,
we need an excuse to join World War II.
We have-
Because
we could have an entire episode where we just discuss
That's
this.
a whole deep dive.
Because there's a lot here, and
Yeah.
I have thoughts, and maybe I'm just projecting, but I feel like I've seen and read where like people back then were, especially after the war ended, were like, was that actually real? Like, was it really a surprise, or could we have stopped it? And was it like let happen? And so like,
yeah,
I feel like that was so close to that time period that I'm not so sure people trusted.
maybe.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I wasn't alive.
I think
I wasn't either.
I think that there was a lot of patriotism still brewing
That's
where
true,
it was
too.
like,
Yeah, And
we just
that's-
did this 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
yeah, and that's where my assumption is because this is before the Vietnam War.
Yeah, it's true
The
too.
Korean War was
No.
Korean War was going on at the time, or if it was
Yeah.
like 1954
Yeah.
or something like that when the Korean War was happening.
Which wasn't really a success too much, and people
No.
weren't
No.
fans of. But
You know, it wasn't a success, but it
wasn't a total failure.
it
either.
wasn't a total failure. It kept the whole peninsula from becoming North Korea. Okay, so back.
Sorry, no, I'm not trying to derail into that. I just
No, it's okay.
It's just that when you get into this stuff, it's all
Yeah.
so connected.
So yeah, I know, and that's I could go into it all just like with Pearl Harbor and all that. And okay, so these 5 men come up with this plan, the top tier of the military, top generals of the military. So they come up with this plan, they draft it, and they give it to Robert McNamara. Oh man. McNamara. Oh gosh, I sound like a child learning English for the first time. McNamara. McNamara, Secretary of Defense. And he signed off on it. He said, "Sure, I guess this is the last option that we have."
And he did this without bringing it to the president.
The president, John F. Kennedy, was the next person to approve it.
Like, guys.
Yeah.
This is a horrible plan.
Yeah. So they brought it to JFK's desk. He read it. And he had already approved a little bit earlier an operation to try to kill Fidel Castro.
Was he the one who sent what's her name? One of the actresses at the time.
Marilyn Monroe.
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it was him or Dwight D. Eisenhower. I don't know. But y'all have heard about the Bay of Pigs?
Yeah.
John F. Kennedy approved that. He took 2,500 Cuban nationals that were living in the U.S. They recruited them. The military recruited them basically to become a private military group, private military contract, basically. That way they wouldn't be associated with the U.S., that it was a rogue faction, a rebel group to try to kill Fidel Castro. That went horrible, absolutely horribly. Fidel Castro learned about the plan because of I think it was a radio tower at the time, saw the ships coming ahead of time, called Fidel Castro, said, "Hey, there's a bunch of ships coming here. They look hostile." 3 ships sunk in the coral reef, and then the rest got there, and then they defeated them in 3 days. the Cuban army defeated them in 3 days. So that was a horrible, horrible stain on the American people to be able to say, like, oh, we tried to kill Fidel Castro, but we couldn't. It made him look weak.
Because they were.
Yeah. So JFK's got this running through his head too. Thinking, okay, we just failed horribly on this.
So let's try it again.
And he's not willing to attack the American people.
So does he try to cut that out?
No, he just outright denies the plan entirely.
Oh, okay.
Although I thought he approved it.
No.
Yeah,
He approved the Bay of Pigs.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what he approved, but he didn't approve this. So we were one signature away from killing our own people, killing our own soldiers, injuring our own civilians, hijacking civilian planes, refugee planes and ships, and bombing ships and so on and so forth, creating chaos.
That's insane.
To be able to invade Cuba.
And the thing is, okay, best case scenario, you killed a lot of innocent people.
Yeah. To go in and kill.
Invade a country and to do more stuff to more innocent people.
Yeah.
And kill one guy you don't like. That's best case scenario.
Right.
Worst case scenario is the plan doesn't work, so you kill these people for no reason. You get found out, and now your country hates you. The world hates you.
Yeah.
You have people banned against you now. You have your own people defecting.
Yep.
Well,
people
like,
joining Russia as allies instead of the U.S.
Yeah.
It's like, and the worst case is far more likely to happen than best case.
It's
right.
Like, I just don't understand how people just get into this mode of we have to do something, and hurting our own people is the way to go.
Yeah.
It is stupid. And in today's world, you got to live by the thought of at some point this is going to be public.
Right. And this was obviously a false flag operation.
Yeah. Yeah.
When somebody says false flag operation, this is what they mean. Your own group, your own government, whatever attacking itself.
Yeah. Even having this on the table looks really bad.
Yes, it does.
Yes. And a lot of people reference this to say that 9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I myself reference this.
Think about how many bad ideas are on tables right now.
Think about that jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Yeah. Look.
I was saying that as a meme, not for you to agree with me.
No. Look.
I was saying it as a meme.
You know what? We're not going to get into this because 9/11's a giant rabbit hole.
9/11 is another one of those things where we could have
We're talking about Operation Northwoods here.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. So
is it Northwoods or Northwood?
I don't care.
It was a bad idea. That's what it was.
I think it's Operation Northwood, but Northwoods.
So how does this tie into government v. government? Like government versus government? Or is that just
what do you mean?
What you were talking about? Turning ourselves on to Cuba by hurting ourselves.
Well, because I mean, we say, oh, Cuba did it.
Yeah, but I was for some reason I thought like, okay, it turned into like FBI versus CIA at some point.
Right.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, no, it was just a small group of military personnel. So this whole Cuban Missile Crisis, well, it eventually turned into the Cuban Missile Crisis. Fidel Castro eventually did sign on as Russian allies, as an ally to Russia.
And why wouldn't he if somebody in the quote-unquote good country is trying multiple ways to kill him?
Yeah.
We literally pushed him to Russia.
Yeah.
Well, we literally did because we did an embargo.
We literally did. We got on the ocean and pushed the island until it was off the coast of Russia.
We put an embargo to stop buying Cuban sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
And
that was
cigars.
their biggest export. So Russia said, "Hey, we'll buy your sugar. Give me your sugar."
I was thinking that too, but I wasn't going to say it.
So they bought their sugar. They became allies, and then Russia moved in. Nuclear missiles pointed towards
Then Russia
America.
moved in with Cuba.
Basically, yeah. I mean, like, what is the guy supposed to do?
Not be a communist.
If you're over there and you overthrew your government and you're like, okay, we're gonna live our way now, and then you get seashells that are blowing up and
Cigars that are blowing
Okay.
up.
I
Poison.
don't want to make Fidel Castro seem like the innocent person in all this.
He was.
No.
He was absolutely
he was a
innocent.
horrible man.
Fidel did nothing wrong.
This guy murdered.
That's
Lots.
Everybody's been there.
Stop.
we say that.
He
and
murdered so many of his own citizens.
We say that.
And he was ruling with an iron fist. He was
Yeah,
a
no, he
communist dictator.
he was a bad
He was
guy,
no
but-
different than Stalin.
He was no different than these guys that were gonna murder us.
I know, but we were doing it for the good of the country.
Oh, so you are, you Democrat.
Capitalist.
No, yeah, he was a bad dude.
No, he was a very bad person.
He was
Just
very
like-
bad, but the way that the U.S. government was going about to take him out of power was horrible.
We were trying to play his game,
Yes,
like do what he did.
yeah, we were trying to find a way to invade Cuba before we actually got attacked by Russia from Cuba. So we instead decide to attack ourselves to invade Cuba before Russia can
we said,
join Cuba.
we
Well,
said,
when you put it
you
like
want to
that-
attack us and we will.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just horrible. So the conclusion of all this was the 13-day, the Cuban Missile Crisis, JFK and what's his name? It's a stupid Russian name.
Vladimir, Dmitry,
Something that sounds like Kalashnikov.
Balashnikov. That's a
Um,
real guy.
Yeah, I know. I know Kalashnikov isn't it.
Balashnikov came up with the Galil.
Right. But anyway, so the leader of Russia at the time and JFK came to a conclusion. They stopped this from escalating. The deal was, okay, we're not going to invade Cuba, so remove your missiles. And that was what was public. But the actual deal was, okay, we're not going to invade Cuba. You remove your missiles, your nuclear missiles. We'll remove our nuclear missiles from Turkey. And everything will be okay. So that was the deal that they came up with.
Basically playing bluffs.
Right. Playing chicken.
Yeah.
So none of this came out. This whole Operation Northwood, none of this came out until 1997, after being released under a Freedom of Information Act in 1997.
Conveniently, when nobody was there to be blamed for having these horrible ideas.
Yeah. Well, I believe this was going on during Desert Storm. Let me look up the date. I know Desert Storm was late 90s. Not dessert. I typed in dessert.
Desert Storm is a very different thing.
We're very hungry, folks. I haven't eaten dinner. I don't think them two have either.
I had raspberry Pop Tarts with some peanut butter.
Okay, so the Gulf War was in 91.
The Gulf of America.
Yeah.
No, not that Gulf. We weren't fighting Mexico in 1991.
Which the Gulf War, oh my gosh. Here's a tangent. What a absolute insane victory this was the Gulf War.
This was one of our good ones.
Oh my gosh, it was like
And yet we still got nothing for it.
well, okay. Anyway,
What do I personally have from that?
well, you have
The Gulf of America.
Yeah, sure.
Nothing. We got nothing.
there was a lot of people that was expecting the Gulf War to be like, good old Vietnam, because of how fortified
Yeah.
the Iraqis were. The Iraqi military was the third largest military in the world at the time.
Dude, that's insane.
Insane. And so everybody was expecting this to last a long time. Nah, dude. They went through and they did a huge flanking maneuver, went in behind them, cut off the logistics hub, and just outright demolished the guys. I mean, it was like unlike any victory that the American military has had.
From what I
had.
understand, they were large, but they were vastly unskilled in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like,
Seen some of the videos of their troops when we first went in.
This is going way off trail here. But
sure is.
yeah, so this didn't come out until 1997 with the Freedom of Information Act. That's how we figured this out. And so a lot of people are tying this, and also with the USS
USS Enterprise.
why am I not clicking on the correct app, for heaven's sake? The USS Liberty. The USS Liberty got bombed and attacked by the Israeli government.
Of course.
Yes. And killed 34 members of the military, and 171 were injured from this attack from the Israeli planes. Everybody was saying that this was a false flag operation because the USS Liberty was clearly marked with the American flag. I shouldn't even brought this up, but whatever, because this is a whole episode in and of itself. I'm not going to go into all of it.
I have a question. Why did you bring this up?
You know, because I was talking about false flag operation
I was just wondering.
with 9/11, and then this popped up in my head. But yeah, a lot of people speculate that that was a false flag operation to get us involved in a war with Egypt at the time in 1967. So, because of the insane
Pyramids.
because the insane coincidences that both the U.S. military and the Israeli government was just like, oh, yeah, okay, sure. You killed 34 of our guys and injured 171. Okay, that's fine. When in reality, the ship was supposed to be completely sunk and no members alive. That way there's no witnesses, so we could get involved in a war with Egypt at the time. That's the speculation.
We continue to have bad ideas.
I could go into all that and everything else, but I'm not going to because of time, whatever.
Okay, we should.
But I'm just talking about false flag operations.
We should genuinely. I don't know if I'd call this a deep dive, but maybe one episode instead of just to switch it up. Just be like, hey, here's this general topic we're going to talk about, and just like sit down and just discuss it.
One singular topic instead of going.
Well,
through.
I mean, yeah, but like we all know in advance, and
Yeah.
it's a broader kind of thing,
Like,
like
hey,
not like false flags.
We're gonna talk
And then
about
we can because like I could, yeah, like you said, we could easily just talk about it, and like it's easy to, but we also like we don't want to get in these tangents because
Yeah. Like, okay, I know we talked about a couple episodes ago where we said we love talking about conspiracy theories,
Yep.
but we don't believe in a lot of conspiracy. Okay, the conspiracy theories that I believe a lot of the time are the false flag events that I speculate are real.
the government
conspiracy
ones?
theories I believe in a lot are the aliens and
That
What
was
was
like
that?
perfect timing.
weird sounds that happen.
When it comes to government stuff, I'm 70-30. Like 70% of me says, yeah, I can see that happening.
I'm 80-20 of the government can do no wrong.
Republican.
So, Operation Northwoods. Wow.
Don't like it.
Terrible plan terrible morally,
Terrible.
terrible for the country,
On
terrible for yourself.
On a
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate it?
What is
What is that?
Like 1 is like the worst plan we've ever had.
Oh.
10 is being like
10 is like it's a great plan.
yeah,
Like
the Trump
the Gulf
meme
War?
coin.
So and you're saying
Shut
like
up.
the plans that are so you're saying 1 through 10 on how good of compared to all the other plans our country's
Yeah.
had that we know about. I give it about 7.5.
Oh, holy crap, dude!
About 2.
Yeah, I'm like 1 or 2 as well.
Yeah.
0 would be like. I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna.
I don't know. I'd give it probably a 2 or 3.
All right, we gotta.
So that was
gears.
that was a heavy subject. That was a heavy
I
subject.
can't even lift it.
yeah. It's
Can't
it's
even
pretty
lift it.
heavy.
Can't you lift it? Well, I think we need to go to a lighter note after all that.
So
Jeremy, take us to the Game Awards.
well, it already happened, so I can't take you. It hasn't happened really for us, but
What?
when they listen to this episode,
Oh, you're one of those guys that time is not a thing. It's all
no,
happened.
time is a thing. I'm just saying when they listen to this
If you go the
episode,
speed of light,
if you're
time's not a
listening to
thing.
this episode, Game Awards already happened.
What day does it happen?
The Game Awards happened Thursday, so a couple days before this release,
November
Okay.
the 4th.
11th.
Wait,
November.
But this comes
What?
out next Saturday.
December.
December the 4th. That's what. Sorry.
Oh no, it's the
And-
11th. But this will come
11th.
out the Saturday after that.
Okay.
So for us, the Game Awards is just over a week away. But
Gotcha.
by the time
So,
you're hearing this, you'll
Congratulations to whoever won.
What?
Which Call of Duty and Black Ops whatever 7
7.
it is and Battlefield 6. Those campaigns ain't winning nothing.
Oh my
Battlefield
gosh.
6 is actually a multiplayer.
Battlefield 6 is a good game. The campaign
The
is
multiplayer's great.
horrible.
Yeah.
Campaign is horrible.
So I opened with a quote. I'm going to re-say it just so you can hear it again. Real quick, I'd like to thank everyone and say that I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody. In 2022, and I watched the Game Awards, but I don't watch it by myself because I could never be bothered. But I watch it with the group of friends because we like to make fun of stuff. We like to poke fun. We like to get mad at the people that are sweeping and be like, quit winning. Other people need awards. And to make fun of the jokes they make. It's like a collective thing. I would never watch it by myself. Anyway, 2022, I was watching it and Elden Ring had won. And so they were giving their speech. The show was about to end. They wrapped up their speech. They do the zoom out and the music begins to play. And there's this guy that's on stage behind them that looks like he's part of the group. And he goes up to the mic and he's like, hey. And he starts, that's what he says. He gets in the mic and says that. And he's just some kid that snuck on.
Some random.
Some random guy who snuck on and said that, like, acted like he was part of their group.
That's amazing.
And said that. And I was like, when I was watching, I was like, what did he say about Bill Clinton? What?
That's such a harmless prank, and it's amazing.
And he's been banned from the event and from the facility.
Of course.
But
But
it's
it's
just
worth it.
so funny. Like, I
That's
don't know.
worth it. To go there one time,
Like,
do that. Yeah.
I'm never gonna get nominated. I might as well make a splash.
No, it's just a random person.
Yeah, it's a guy. It's not
Oh,
even
that's what
okay.
I mean. Like
Yeah.
that's his thought process. Is probably like
well,
I'm
he's
never gonna
apparently
be-
a prankster YouTuber and does things.
Gotcha.
That's how he
but-
made his name.
Well, in that case,
So
that's
what
lame.
that's what. Yeah, I'm like, I think it's amusing, but I'm also kind of like, I don't want to condone this because you shouldn't be doing this. Like people say it's harmless, and in some sense, it's harmless, I guess, but it really does like take away from the people who got through because like he's literally
Yeah.
pretending like he's one of them.
It's
And the
kinda
guys who
like,
don't, I don't think English is their first language, and I don't think all of them fully knew what was going on. So they thought
Okay.
he was part of.
So they're
the-
like, yeah, Bill Clinton. Yeah.
no. But the audience was clapping at
Oh,
first.
yeah.
I can
God.
send y'all the video if y'all really want to listen to it. But
If If he was some
I'm not.
random guy out in the audience that snuck on stage, I'd be more excited about it.
Then to
But
be a
because
prankster YouTuber.
yeah,
It sounds like it's when Kanye got up and took the
with
award.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching that live when that happened that night. I was a kid, but even when I was a kid, I was like, what just happened?
You had the greatest, whatever, but Beyonce.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna let you finish.
We
Yo,
were so
yeah.
confused. I remember that so vividly. It was wild.
I did not watch that.
I'm a Christian. I don't watch that stuff either.
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you guys never watched Game Awards, I assume.
No.
I would like to, but you don't invite us
I mean,
to your friend group.
sorry, it's exclusive.
You had to pay a premium.
And I know you guys don't play video games as much
What?
as I do.
I play video games. I just have my
Or let me rephrase,
Sneeze.
y'all don't really keep up with games like I do.
no.
What?
Do you?
My games?
I don't keep up with like everything, but like I keep up.
I'm
with,
more of a shooter player.
See, and
Yeah.
I'm terrible at them.
Huh.
I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I say this to everybody when I talk about first person shooters. This is how bad I am. I was playing in college. I don't even remember what it was. It was some free game with my friend, my roommate. And I had like 3 kills in the entire match. And my accuracy was 0.00%.
How'd you even get a kill then?
That's how much I missed. Was like, even though I clearly hit,
Calculated.
I clearly got at least 3 hits. I missed so much that it didn't even register as 0.01%.
That's wild.
See, I have that problem with
I'm
mouse and
terrible.
keyboard games. Like, I can't shoot for anything with a mouse and keyboard.
I can't
But
do
you
mouse
got a
and
PC
keyboard.
though.
Yes, I play with a controller.
Wow.
I'm a loser.
So do y'all know anything that's nominated for anything? Do y'all even know all the categories?
No, I have no
Call
idea.
of Duty, best game ever.
I've literally never watched it before,
So there's 29 different categories,
Okay.
including Game of the Year.
the most wow, what am I trying to say? The most exposure I have towards the Game Awards is walking into GameStop as a kid and watching it.
Bro, GameStop is a
TVs.
blast from the past.
It
Yeah.
still exists.
I know,
somehow.
but like I've not been in one in years.
Same.
I've got stock in GameStop.
Back whenever the stuff
Yeah.
was going on.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon. Now I've lost money, so
You just hoping it happens again.
Yes,
Yeah.
it might. But yeah, there's a category for best game direction, which is the overall vision of the game.
okay.
There's best narrative, which is story and characters. Best art direction, which is visual style. Score and music. Audio design. Performance, which is more the voice actors than the game. Ongoing, so it's like the best game that's been going on for a long time. So Helldivers got it last year.
Nice.
It'll probably get it again this year.
Helldivers is fun, but you've got to have a group to play.
Definitely.
I've never played it. It's not quite for me.
Yeah, and you've never wanted to play. I'm pointing at Vandy.
Played last night.
Yeah, but you've never wanted to play
Soloed.
and join me
Or Tyler.
or Tyler.
Join the Helldivers.
Then
However,
there's like the best of each game genre, of course. That's all broken down. Then there's some that like needs to be split in a lot of people's opinion, including mine. Like, for example, they have best sim/strategy, but that has games from like Civilization 7 type games to like roller coaster tycoon type games and The Sims, and it's like such a wide range that it's like this should probably be.
How long
split
is
up.
this show?
It's like 4 hours.
that's wild.
Not horrible.
Well, I
but
mean,
it's
there's a lot of
long.
video games, a lot of
And they
categories.
and the Game Awards also have a lot of sneak peeks and sometimes even like announcements, like this is the
Yeah.
debut trailer, announcement trailer. So like it's 4 hours, but they pack it with game news.
Okay.
It's basically like a winter version of E3. Sort of.
I like E3 so much. I like DreamHack too.
Except E3's dead.
I know.
They even have best esports athletes and best esports teams, which I do not care.
No, they're not
Do
athletes.
do they have like virtual karate tournaments?
Oh
No.
I've seen videos of that on Instagram.
And then
Oh my
there's
gosh.
like other kind of categories, and they're kind of weird. Like it's like the award for innovation and accessibility, and it's like
innovation. What does that mean?
basically how inclusive your game is in settings.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're like, I have colorblind and motion sickness and braille and these things, so people can play.
Braille.
I'm over exaggerating, but it's like basically adding features so everybody can play and being inclusive, which in and of itself isn't bad, but I also kind of was like, sometimes accessibility stuff makes the game literally worse for everybody just so a group of people can play it. And it's kind of like,
The needs of the few, Jeremy.
I'm caught on the braille thing, dude.
Like, do you have a screen that's just like popping up little dots?
I said braille because they have braille menus for drive-thrus. And I think that's so stupid.
I know they got
That's
braille.
wild.
They got braille on the.
Well, welcome to McDonald's. I'm going to help you. Hold on. Let me feel this. I am so sorry if anybody. We might need to cut that.
No,
I feel horrible. Like,
No,
what if it's
we're
just the
not-
person in the back seat?
No, we're not making fun of blind people.
We're
We're
making
making
fun
fun
of-
of society putting these things
It's-
where blind people aren't going to
Yeah,
be.
it's the idea of like everything has to be accessible for everyone, and it's like sometimes it just doesn't need to be.
They have braille on the drive-through
And
ATM. at the
if you're
bank.
driving, which requires sight, you don't need
They have,
accessibility for
they have
blindness.
Teslas now.
You just
Just take me to the bank.
Whatever.
Then you have games for impact, which is another category, probably my least favorite category, because this is like games that made an impact for on social or emotional issues. And it's like not, which don't get me wrong, there I think are some fun games that their intention is for that. I don't think like that shouldn't be in games, but it's annoying because it's like some people have this expectation of like every game needs to have some sort of social meaning behind it, and it's like
Yeah.
You don't.
Go away, Patricia.
Then there's most anticipated game. Last year, Grand Theft Auto 6 won because it was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah.
It didn't come out this year.
They've put like
So-
$2 billion into making that game.
So it's on the list again, and it's probably going to win again.
Oh, yeah.
That's so stupid. That's just the meme at this point.
And so yeah, they got. Do you guys have I'll tell like the actual game of the year nominees in a second, but do you guys have any categories specifically y'all care about that you would be interested in hearing?
But do they have like best third person game?
Third person?
Yeah.
You mean like indie, like third party?
No, like you're playing third
Oh, you're playing-
person.
Not.
Third-person point of view.
No, they don't really separate it like that. It's more like action adventure, RPG, fighting.
I want to go to the board game.
The closest thing to that is family.
Family?
Yeah,
Like Wii Sports and stuff.
like Lego Party,
The Wii is dead.
Mario
Wow.
Kart World.
Yeah. Those are good games. family.
But the Game of the Year nominees, if y'all don't have anything y'all care about in particular,
Helldivers.
no, it's not in. First of all, for Game of the Year, it has to be a game that came out that year.
2025.
Yeah, so it would have to
Black
be,
Ops 7.
it would have to have come out this year. There is the ongoing game category, and Helldivers is in that because it's just like it's a game that existed during that year, like, but it's like actively. It's usually like MMOs.
It came out in 24, right?
I think so.
Clash of Clans.
No, that's not on the list.
It's a game.
It is, but it's not on the list. So, Game of the Year nominees is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
4 out of 5 bananas.
Death Stranding 2.
I bought that game. It is so hard.
It's like, it's whatever.
All you do is walk.
Hades 2, which
Walking sim.
Basically.
there are a ton of people I know who were super hyped for Hades 2.
Hades 2. Oh, no.
Oh no, what?
Is that about the collapse of Haiti?
Do you
The
not?
second collapse of Haiti
Mm-mm.
that happened this year?
HADES.
Hades. Like,
I'm sorry.
that wasn't even.
He just took a shot at the Haitians.
No, it's not, Andrew. It's not.
Where did they come from?
Oh man.
Pineapple.
And you're gonna sit there and laugh at your own joke
He loves
for
his own
5
joke.
minutes. You're just gonna sit there and laugh at your own joke that wasn't even that good.
I'm laughing at how
He's
ridiculous
laughing.
this is.
Yeah, he's laughing at you, not with you.
No, I'm laughing at y'all's reaction.
I know.
Oh man, that was a good joke, dude. That was a morbid joke. That was a
I didn't even get it at first because I'm talking about.
80s too,
I was like,
because they.
I was like,
I knew what you were talking about with Hades, like
oh man.
the spelling. He went to Haiti.
he's gonna go to Hades.
Yeah, stop making fun of those people.
Oh, it's terrible.
It is, and you should feel bad.
Dude, it is getting cold in here.
You know, I was thinking the same thing too, but now I'm warmed up since I laughed a little bit. All right, sorry, go ahead.
So Hades 2,
Not 1, 2.
yeah, which I know people who were excited for that. Hollow Knight Silk Song, which was okay. I never got into Hollow Knight, so it's not for me. But the game I want to win is Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Such a good game.
Expedition 33.
Expedition 33 got 12 nominees.
Wow, that's a lot.
They're in 10 of the categories.
What's so funny with that?
It is a lot. It's
We don't even know how many is a lot.
Out of 29 categories, I mean,
It's
12
literally in every category it can be.
Oh,
in.
I
Yeah.
thought you meant like 12 people voted for
No.
it.
No,
12
no.
nominees.
It's in 12 categories.
Okay,
It's in
okay.
10 categories. One category it's in 3 times.
All right, I got you.
That's the record for most nominees. I think it's tied for the record. I think Baldur's Gate 3.
You're gonna have to explain the game now because I've not heard
So,
of it.
well, before I do that, just to say I think it should get Game of the Year. Honestly, I'm one of the people who hopes it sweeps, but if it doesn't sweep, I understand. There are a few categories I'm like, if it doesn't win, it doesn't win. However, the one category I think it absolutely should win, and if it doesn't, it's rigged, is score and music. Because the music
Score.
is phenomenal. When the game came out for like 10 weeks, I think, its soundtrack was #1 on the billboards for classical albums, classical crossover albums, and ranked 13 for official soundtrack album. And it sat there.
I don't know. I listen to the Helldivers theme a lot.
Really? For a video game to get #1 in 2 things that aren't video game music related, crazy.
Yeah, like pop culture, you know.
So it's like I don't see how anything else beats that.
So, like, for the awards themselves, do they get like? Obviously, you get an award, but like, say you win, do you get any money, or is it just the award?
I don't know. I think there's a chance, but I don't know.
Wow, you've been watching it for this many years and you don't know.
I've watched it like 4 or 5 years.
In
so I
his
didn't watch it
in
every
his
time.
defense, he watches it to basically yell at the screen and say they didn't deserve that.
I'll watch it to make fun of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Just to rage bait your friends.
yes, when I know there's a lot of people who like a game. Like, I have a lot of friends who like Elden Ring, and so when it won, I was like, trash game, doesn't deserve it. So yes, I do.
Terrible.
It's also got it's got 3 nominees for performance, which is the voice actors. And a lot of people were upset at Charlie Cox being one of them because they're like, he's from Hollywood. He doesn't belong in video games, but like his performance is
What does
cares?
What does he do?
he's Daredevil in the MCU.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Dude,
there's
a
other
lot
things,
of
but
there's a lot of people that from Hollywood that come into the gaming
Yeah,
industry.
like Death
Like, there's
Stranding
no-
literally has the guy.
There's no problem with that at all. I don't have. any
yeah, they're
problem
just
with
like he shouldn't get recognized because this should be for video for real VAs. But I'm like, dude, his performance as Gustav is so good.
that. That's stupid. Voice acting.
Gustav.
Voice acting is the same as acting.
I'm like, he
Yeah.
did he's yeah. They just don't like.
Whatever.
But anyway, so I guess I'll go into how the game starts and the premise. So, spoilers for anyone who wants to play the game.
I think I'm going to play the game. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, you can. So
Yeah, I know.
You're listening to these spoilers, which you've
Yeah.
already seen. But I'm just saying for anyone listening to the podcast, especially if you see, if this wins a lot of awards and it has your interest now, but you haven't had a chance to play it. Mild spoilers if you want to tune out. I'll actually put in the timestamp when this starts and ends, so that way people can skip it.
Nice. Ooh, now we're getting fancy. Oh, timestamps.
We've
Um,
had them.
Yeah,
Oh.
we've been having all the little chapters for the timeline. I'll just make this its own segment.
Cool.
I'm not going to go into anything super depth, but it's just like the beginning and the premise. And I'll have pictures just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. A few pictures, and I'll put them in the chat for Vandy if he wants to look at them. So the game takes place in basically an alternate reality 19th century France.
19th century.
So it's like mid to late 1800s.
I almost said steampunk, but I was like, nah.
It's
not right.
it's like steampunk adjacent.
This looks like the last BioShock.
But the world is clearly something's off. Like the opening scene, you can see the Eiffel Tower, and it's like, I know you've seen that part already.
Yeah.
Where it's like bent over, and it's like time froze almost. Where stuff's like looks like it should be falling, but it's not, and there's just stuff floating, and there's just weird stuff around,
Mountains floating through the sky.
and like nobody really comments on it. Like it seems normal to the people in the world, but to us it feels weird. Like something is off. And you meet the main character, Gustav, and he's looking into the distance, and he has another character, Mael, come up and tell him he needs to go say hello / goodbye to someone named Sophie, and you quickly gather like this is an important day. Something's going on, and it kind of feels celebratory, but it also feels like bad at the same time, and you don't really know which direction it's supposed to go in, but you know something's off. So Gustav goes, and he meets up with Sophie, and you find out that they were dating and had their differences, and so they split up, but they still are in love with each other. Like it's not like, oh, we on bad terms, we don't like each other anymore, and we're looking for anyone else. Like there's in love is just what they want aren't compatible at this moment. So they're like, we're just gonna not go any further, pursue this, even though we both kind of want to. Gustav does his own thing. She does her own thing. They kind of don't see each other for a little while. It's implied. He hasn't talked to her in a while. So he's like, hey, for your big day, I thought I would come by. And so she says, okay, because it's today, let's just spend our last day together. So he goes with her through the town, is taking her to the harbor. And as the player, you can kind of explore. You can go straight there if you want to, or you can explore and you kind of see there's like sort of a festivity going on, but people are also like very anxious about what's coming up. And you kind of learn a little bit here. And so I'm going to kind of get a little bit ahead, but not really. But, well, no, I'll come back to this in a second after the story beat. So you go to the harbor, and they're looking out at a monolith that's pretty far off, but it's huge. It's got the number 34 on it, and you saw the picture.
Yeah.
And then there's like a person kneeling in front of it. You can barely really see is there, but the person stands up, and it's called the Paintress. Like you know this entity is called the Paintress. She stands up and she's huge. So you saw the other picture where it was zoomed out with the monolith and the Paintress is like huge, and you see them like this big compared to her. Huge.
Here, let me see that picture.
You can look in if you have Discord.
Oh, it's
your
on
phone.
Discord?
Yeah, it's in the mod. It should be the last picture.
It's demons.
And so she stands up and she like waves over the 34. It disappears, and then she paints the number 33. When she paints the number 33, most of the people at the harbor, particularly the adults, because there are some kids with their parents, none of the kids, it's only adults. Most of them turn into like flower petals and fade away, like Thanos snapping.
Woo.
And Sophie is one of the people this happens to, and they knew, and this is called the gommage. And they're all gone. And you find out...
They had sin.
No. You find out that every year on this date, the Paintress gets up, erases the number, and paints down like a timer. It goes down by 1 every year. When she paints the number, everyone who is that age or older, which is if you're older, it's not by much because everyone else would have already happened to, they vanish. They go away. So everyone that was 33 or who may have turned to 34 in the past year or whatever, vanish. They go away.
Quite literally Thanos.
So currently, the oldest person is 32 years old. You cannot be over 32 because if you were 33, you'd be gone. This happens every year. It's a countdown. And that was why Sophie and Gustav couldn't stay together, because Gustav wanted to settle down and have kids. And Sophie, and you find this in a conversation if you talk to people who in the town, but Sophie's like, I don't want to have kids because why would I want to make kids go through this? We're going to have 3-4 years with them before we're gone. And then they're going to get like, they'll be like 12 or 13 when it's their turn. There's no life there. I can't have kids. I want to, but not for this life. And that's why they kind of separate.
So eventually, just everybody in the world dies.
Yes, eventually when the timer... And so what happens, what you find out after that is 67 years ago, there was an event called the Fracture. And the city Lumiere, which is basically Paris, but Lumiere, was like thrown into the sea. And that's when the monolith was raised up, and it had a number on it. And they sent an...
So it's just only people in the city?
No, it's...
The world.
Globally.
Yeah, the whole world.
So when this happened, and this is most of this. So another kind of spoiler warning, but it's mild again. Most of this is information you learn in this opening. A little bit of it is stuff you learn later when exploring, but it fleshes this out. But it's 100% optional stuff that you could miss. So it's not like story. I'm just kind of filling some gaps to make it make a little more sense. But when this first happened, they sent an expedition, a team, to go back to the mainland to see what happened, if there were survivors. Again, they didn't know anything about the Paintress. They didn't know anything about anything. They just know this happened. And there's monsters that have shown up that they called Nevrons. And a lot of people already died, and the Nevrons basically are killing everybody else. So there's basically very few survivors. And if they did survive, they're getting killed by Nevrons. And so this crew, a lot of them get killed. Very few of them even make it back. This was called Expedition 0. They didn't do any more expeditions. They didn't go back out because it was dangerous. And obviously at first they didn't know what's going on. And even when she started painting the numbers, this is me assuming, this isn't even in the game, but when it was 99, went down to 98, I doubt there were anyone who...
Yeah.
Like they didn't know what was going on until it got a little further.
Yeah, people were like,
but eventually they realized what was happening, and so they started becoming where the gommage would happen. The next day, an expedition would go out, and that expedition would be the number that was on the monolith.
Yeah.
So they would have Expedition 81, Expedition 80. It's going down. And their whole thing was, their main goal is defeat the Paintress to stop this from happening. But they also, each expedition kind of has like a secondary, which is really their main objective, because they know they're not going to be able to defeat the Paintress in one go. So they're there to do something to help them later. In fact, like their phrase they say is for those who come after. So everything they're doing is for the next people. So like, for example, they have
A noble cause.
they have an expedition where like their main thing is to take rails and go to like cliffs and put the rails into the cliffs for people to have to climb. So they can, the people who come after them can more easily navigate the terrain.
Basically, just making a path for the next person.
Making path, making it or clearing out sections or with the goal of eventually we're going to get to the Paintress and defeat the Paintress. And so now the number is 33. And so the next expedition is going to be Expedition 33. Gustav is one of the main characters is going on there. And usually with the expeditions, nobody comes back because the expeditions are typically people of the age that's gommaging next.
Makes sense.
They're like, it's my last year of life. Not everyone that age does go. There are some who don't, but most people who do go are the next ones. And so, and again, going back to Sophie, it was like Sophie would rather Gustav put his efforts into defeating the Paintress, which is why she was like, I don't want this life because we can figure out how to. And so,
sounds like a fun game.
I'll kind of stop it there. But the premise is, yes, that there's a timer coming and I had never seen anything like that where it's like, so he's 32 and that's like old now.
Yeah.
Super old.
So go buy the game.
It's rated M. So if you're kind of not into that kind of stuff,
if you're a Christian, do not buy it.
Basically, unfortunately, I have to say
it's on Xbox Game Pass.
But the story is, it's my favorite game because of the story. The story is so.
And when did this come out? This year?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremy's tempted me to get into it.
I've been telling Andrew, I'm like, I want people to know the story so I can talk about it, but I don't want to spoil the story because I think people should experience it. But I
watched the first little bit what he just explained. I watched gameplay on it, and I'm not a fan of the game style as far as it's a how would you explain it?
Turn-based, but it's kind of like if Dark Souls was turn-based.
Yeah, I mean what he's saying, it's super beautiful. I mean the art in it all is insane.
The characters are great. The voice acting is great.
Yeah.
Everything is good. And even people, if you don't like turn-based and it turns you off, that's fine. I understand.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I haven't played it, because of turn-based. But I mean,
there are even people who don't like turn-based who said this game they do, because it is turn-based. There's no like it's not, but it also has, and it's probably not unique to this game, but it's the only one I've played like this, to where when you're being attacked, there's a dodge or parry mechanic. So it's not like you hit me, I hit you. You're doing something. Even when you're attacking, you have QTEs. So you're doing something when you're attacking. You're doing something when you're getting attacked. And if you get really good at parrying, you're like...
that makes sense.
It feels good too, because most enemies attack like several times per attack. Like it'll be combos.
Okay.
And if you parry every hit in a combo, you do a counter attack. And it always feels so good when you get it, because not only does it feel good because you got it, but it feels good because visually it's like, it feels weighty.
Dopamine rush.
Yeah. I will say most people who like this game go way too hard on it. And like, it's the best thing ever. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. It has flaws. I won't be quite one of those people. Like, there's one thing it doesn't have.
Kind of like Harry Potter people.
Kind of. There's no mini map, which to some people is not a big deal. In fact, some people love that there's not one because they like to explore. That was a frustration for me because I, in real life, am horrible with directions. In video games, I'm even worse. I get lost and
He has
I
a mini map right now.
I don't know where I am, and I spent like there was one stage where I was there for an hour and going in circles. I just could not figure out where to go because I'm just so bad at it. But I enjoyed the game and had already gotten to a point where I was so pulled into it. But I know a few people who didn't get far enough into it before that started bothering them, and they're like, "I will never finish this game because there's no mini map."
I don't know. I've played a few games with the mini map and without mini map, and it doesn't really bother me. Obviously, it's easier with the mini map, but
If you don't have the worst sense of direction, it's probably not terrible. But if you are someone who has bad direction,
like Halo ODST,
Yeah.
it's Halo 3 ODST. It's got the mini map, but if it didn't have the mini map, it'd be a little bit more annoying, you know,
and
because
they're
the city aspect of it, walking through and everything, and like it wouldn't be difficult. I'm saying it'd be annoying.
yes. But yeah, I love this game. I want people they've already signed deals to start working on a movie. I hope they don't butcher it. Because if they don't butcher it, that'll be my way to get some people to finally know the story because y'all aren't going to play the game.
I don't know. I might. I mean, you keep talking about it over and over and over again. So
Because that was even worse back when it first came out. But
Yeah.
I was super obsessed. I'm still, but like, it's been this long. It's been like 6 or 7 months, and I'm still like,
So how many times have you played it over?
I've only played it the one time
Really?
through. I started New Game Plus, but I didn't get that far into it.
So is it a game that once you finish it, you can go back and explore new areas? Or is it once you played it through one time you've played it?
So there's no you beat the game, so new stuff unlocked.
Yeah.
But there is like side stuff where if you don't play games like I do, where it's just like, oh, I can do something. I'm absolutely going to do everything before I defeat the final boss, even though clearly you're meant to beat the boss before doing this. So the final boss is going to be a joke. This is kind of one of those games. But if you just are like, I'm going to go do that, then there is stuff to do after.
So like God of War is what I'm thinking of. Like you can play the timeline straight through, not do any side quests or nothing like that, and then go back through and get all kinds of other stuff.
there's like a super boss and then there's also New Game Plus, which is you start over and you keep all your stuff, but all the enemies are much harder.
Right.
So it kind of makes, and you also get better stuff to keep getting better. So some people would prefer to do that to do all of the new side or the side stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's Expedition 33.
well,
If it doesn't win, we will boycott, uninstall the game.
we've got a big platform, and we will tell our followers to boycott.
Before we move on, because I think it fits to say it here rather than at the end.
Uh-oh.
Who do you guys want to be game of the year? Not you guys, but comments. Like, it's already happened, so I guess y'all know. But who did y'all hope won game of the year? Did y'all care? Did y'all have any games that...
Yeah, I was going to say us. I don't know.
you guys better say Expedition 33. No, comments. Like, if y'all cared about... Do y'all care about the Game Awards? If so, like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't really play a lot of games other than first person shooters.
So yeah, my thing is, I like games with a good story most.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
I want Civ to win something.
Civ is in Sim Strategy.
Yeah. Well, I hope that wins. But I haven't bought it yet.
I was going to say that, but then Final Fantasy Evilist Chronicles is there, and I'd rather that win.
Stop. We don't like Final Fantasy. There's too many.
There's not enough.
You're right.
Even
There's
though
so many
it was
Final
4
Fantasy
more
games.
Fun fact about Final Fantasy and Expedition 33, the devs, Square Enix talked with them the people who made Expedition 33, and are like, we got some inspiration because a lot of fans have said Expedition 33 is what Final Fantasy should be right now, and they're upset that it's not because Final Fantasy has decided to go in a weird route that fans don't like.
Is Final Fantasy turn-based?
Used to be.
Okay. That's what I...
But then Square was like, nobody likes turn-based anymore, and then Expedition 33 said, bet.
Nobody likes it.
Wait, you know what nobody else likes either? Tinfoil or
That's not true. Everybody loves it.
I guess Andrew doesn't like it.
You should. You usually
No,
win.
I like it. I'm
pretty sure you're...
I was just joking. I was just having a segue.
I was just joking. I didn't mean it.
Stop it!
He
No.
wants a segue.
I'm pretty sure though that I'm pretty sure at this point you've passed me and you're doing better
What do you? Oh,
and
that's
scored
okay.
because I did pretty bad.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. Truth.
Today I'm actually gonna lock
Tinfoil.
in and try. I'm gonna lock in and try this time instead of just saying stuff, so we'll be different.
Okay.
All right, you guys know how the game goes. I give 2 headlines. One is true, and one might still be true, but it's tinfoil until it's proven true.
Until it's proven.
Until it's Putin true.
Putin certified. That's right, folks. We get all of our facts Putin certified.
Russian national anthem starts playing.
All right. I tried to choose a little bit different ones, and I took Andrew's advice today,
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh no.
and I went to Gemini and got some inspiration there.
Instead of chat.
Yeah.
Did you verify?
I-
Actual question, did you verify? Because the one time I did it, I was using ChatGPT to help with a couple. Some of them I did on my own, but a couple of them, and it would kept giving me stuff that was all real. And I'm like, no, one of them has to be
Make
fake.
one fake.
And then it just like said something stupid. And I'm like, no.
So what I did was, like, in my prompt, I said, this, if it's true, it has to be factually true. And obviously the false one.
Yeah,
False.
but it kept giving me real ones for the false, or be like, or trying to like make all the answers so same. It's
Yeah.
like, stop it.
Usually I'll look up a real event that's kind of obscure or kind of on the fringes,
Clear obscure.
and then I'll list like 5 of them, and then I'll tell ChatGPT, hey, give me false headlines that would be difficult to differentiate. That's how I did the other ones.
Okay.
But we're going Andrew's route today. So
It really is getting cold in here.
it is getting really
like
cold.
my feet are getting cold.
I think it's because the ghosts are coming. First headline is, a Canadian town shut down a local hiking trail after multiple visitors reported hearing, quote, metallic scraping in the forest. Authorities blamed shifting ice layers, but there was no ice.
What time of year?
I don't know.
June.
The second one is, a new report claims that scientists in Japan have briefly detected a signal they believe come from the moon's interior.
Tinfoil true.
Tinfoil true.
You just
You guys are both wrong.
what?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to go with the Canadians.
I didn't want to. Okay, I didn't want to believe the Canadians were that weak that they closed a trail down because they heard something
I mean, it is Canada.
because it's a little bit of ice.
metallic sound. Whatever.
Scraping.
Whatever. You Canadians
Canadians.
that want to be us but cannot be us because they ain't us.
Get it? Us because
They
U.S.
hate us.
Ha.
Never mind. All right, here we go. A New Mexico rancher live streamed a pulsating orb for 40 minutes that turned out to be a military drone designed to mimic atmospheric light distortion.
Okay.
The next headline is, a Florida neighborhood reported a week of silent flashes in the sky.
A week of silence.
Silent flashes. Meteorologists determined that they were caused by a rare upper atmosphere electrical phenomenon.
Bim, bim, ba-da-dum. Da-da-da-da. Oh, banana.
That word will always trigger that song in my mind.
Because you're
Okay.
weak.
Oh no!
Both of them seem very
True.
true. Yeah. So
Very plausible.
very
It's
plausible.
very
is what I was
mild
gonna
for
say.
Florida, so I'm going to say true tinfoil.
Florida one was first. No, the
Florida was
Florida
second.
one was second. Man, which one's real? I'm overthinking this so much.
Probably. I'm probably underthinking it.
Live streamed a drone for 40 minutes in
40 minutes is a long time.
in Arizona, right?
New Mexico.
New Mexico. Ooh, that's
You know what's in New Mexico?
is it northern?
Roswell.
Is it northern, southern, eastern?
I
Western?
don't know.
Jeez. Okay.
Jeez.
Tinfoil true.
You're right. The Florida thing has been an ongoing phenomenon
Da, 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 da.
that they've just had these weird electrical like flashes.
yeah,
They
What
call
did
it-
you say?
They call it
I
lightning.
said true tinfoil, and like 2 seconds after I said it, I was like, I should have said the other way around.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not going to.
So what? So what
That-
exactly is going on? It's just flashing up in
Lightning.
skies? So it's
No, it's like above the clouds where it looks like a jet and it's just
okay.
a flash of light.
Have y'all seen the? I know this is off topic, kind of. Have y'all seen the video of lightning going 50 miles
Yes.
into the atmosphere?
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
it caught on camera from
Yeah.
the space station.
People are saying that that was what looked like the jellyfish that we one of our very first
Yeah.
episodes
that
we
was
talked
the
about.
Chinese throwing their jellyfish.
I mean, you can see the lightning bolts
Yeah.
from
It's crazy.
around the area, and they're still very large lightning bolts, but they're just look like little.
Yeah.
And then you have this massive tower of lightning. It's crazy.
It's pretty wild. A European astronomers detected a repeating radio signal coming from a star system 40 light years away, later identified as interference from a malfunctioning satellite in 2024.
Okay.
The next one is a classified Pentagon memo leaked on, get it, Discord, claimed that deep sea microphones picked up a mechanical grinding noise beneath the Atlantic ridge.
Tinfoil true.
Tinfoil true.
Both are wrong.
Oh
I'm
man.
calling for 0-5 today.
I've been there.
So I'm up
I know.
one. I'm up one, and you're
It's
at 0.
1-0 with two more sets to go. All right, here you go. A viral TikTok claimed that federal agents evacuated a campground in Colorado because a, quote, creature was sighted, and the story was later confirmed by a park ranger. Second headline.
What creature though? Like that is any
They don't know.
He said, quote, creature.
They don't know. It's just
no
a creature.
description.
Just a creature.
Just
Could have been a lizard.
Gemini.
Could have been a lizard. Could have been a bear. Could have been
a
Bigfoot.
lizard bear.
Could have been Batman.
Here's the second one. Residents in a small Oregon town reported a series of loud booms in October of 2024, which the USGS later confirmed were caused by atmospheric pressure bursts and not earthquakes like they had previously confirmed.
That's one of the 7 trumpets.
Tinfoil true, because I really, really hope they didn't just say creature.
Yeah. Tinfoil true.
You guys are right.
Okay.
Like come on.
I called that. I was like, okay.
Creature. It's like it was a creature.
All right. A recent Space Force briefing confirmed that the U.S. satellites recorded a, quote, geometric shadow passing over the Pacific that did not match any known craft.
True.
The next one is NASA quietly released a new data dump. Let me read that again.
We both look at each other like, what?
You heard what I heard? Yeah.
What did I say?
You said it correctly, but
It sounded different.
it automatically sounded like nude.
Yes.
Whoa.
Just posted a nude.
Let me try again.
NASA silently posted a nude.
I said new data. All right, here we go. Let me try that one more time. NASA quietly released new data showing an unexplained, quote, ultra low frequency hum recorded during a solar wind event in 2024 and in 2025.
True tinfoil.
I don't even remember the first one.
Space Force briefing said that U.S. satellites recorded a geometric shadow passing over the Pacific.
Tinfoil true.
You're right. NASA did
Post
confirm.
nudes.
Yeah, I mean that one just makes sense because
I just wanted to believe.
Make it make sense.
no,
But there's been a lot of
you people aren't smart enough.
You people.
No.
What you calling you people?
Me and
I
Elizabeth Warren.
actually stop. I actually kind of did know that one. I just said I was going to lock in, and I didn't.
Yeah,
But
you didn't.
there's been a lot of solar activity and stuff this year and last year.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Do you know
The Muffin Man?
the Muffin Man?
The Wild Man?
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the wild man?
Stop.
The wild man, the wild man.
And don't
So-
you ever say I did.
Sorry. Do I know?
So out of the past 100 years,
This is one of them.
out of the past 100 years, the 10. Okay, hold up.
The 10?
Out of the 10 times that we've been able to see the Aurora Borealis in the lower 48s has been in the past 100 years, right?
Okay.
5 of them have been in the past 2 years.
And we may get them again soon.
Yes. Because, this was
Solar
one of my topics.
flares.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
It's
There is-
fake.
There was another big one yesterday, and it's supposed to be hitting, I don't know, sometime, and maybe it's already hitting.
Yeah.
And
But it's
bigger than the
because-
others.
Like the wave is hitting us now?
The
Did that make
solar
sense
flare.
how I said that? Explain that.
Yes.
Not the first time.
Yeah,
in the
not
past
first time, but-
100 years, the
We've
last 10 times we have seen the Aurora Borealis has been in the past 5 years.
No.
No.
And the hundred,
Maybe
and the-
not.
in the last
Maybe
100
it didn't make
years,
sense.
this is what he said. In the past 100 years, we've had 10 times that it's been in the lower states. And of those 10 times in the past 100 years, 5 were in 2 years.
Yes.
In the past
Correct.
100 years, 5 were in 2 years. Just say in
Yes.
the past 2 years.
But it's because the magnetic field is weakening. Anyway.
We're going to die.
Yes. And
Yes.
and that's because we've been bombarded by a ton of solar activity.
So poles are
a
gonna
month
shift.
ago. A month ago, we had
Yes.
the 3 that hit, and now we just had another one that launched yesterday. That's stronger than those.
Get your solar powered whatevers.
No, because it's going to be,
It's going to knock out
yeah.
electronics.
Unless you have a
Faraday
crazy,
cage.
a crazy Faraday cage. Not like just one that you can buy on the internet, but one that you have to construct. And
Let's
so
do it.
basically, don't fly on planes right now, kids.
Basically, if you have a cave on your property, that's good. And then wrap whatever you need to
Tinfoil.
in tinfoil and
Nice.
then put it in a microwave and then
Put
put
it
that
on your head.
microwave in a oven. And
No,
then,
my microwave, when I open it up, it starts turning and turning on.
Okay, well, don't put anything, don't plug it into anything. So
Okay.
cool. So yeah,
All right, last thing we got for you guys.
Man, this is a very long episode.
You
Yes,
say
it
that
is.
every time. What time?
Well, it's been almost 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it has. I'll make this
Wow.
one quick.
Wow.
Have you guys ever seen or heard of the Flatwoods Monster?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Do you know the wild man?
I sent it in the Discord if you want to look at it real quick. This was an actual news
Make sure you're
story back in the day.
pronouncing that correctly.
News.
Sorry, I'm a child. Flatwoods Monster.
Yes.
The monster which prowled the hills of Braxton County on Friday, September 12th, was drawn horribly by a New York artist. And from descriptions given him by Mrs. Kathleen May.
Yes. So I kind of put together the story from different sources. Obviously, that is one.
Does it not have legs?
Apparently not.
So that is up for debate. But
Okay, here I like the person next to him for comparison.
It's just an Amish girl walking through the woods, dude.
oof.
Really tall Amish girl
Yeah. So
with really long fingernails.
So in West Virginia, in Braxton County, like Jeremy just said, this is like an ongoing parents telling their kids, hey, this thing is really out there. It's really going to get you. It's like urban legend, folklore, that type of vibe. They have a parade for it still.
It looks like a light bulb that had eyes drawn on it and like hands stuck on it and a dress.
Kind of, yeah.
Like a very fat Christmas light light bulb.
Jeremy,
Yes.
you can put the picture up on the screen if you want.
Yep. I'll try to remember, which I should because I'll be doing mine.
Yeah, so
Or like
people
a
can look.
flame. A flame.
Yeah, it's like an upside down teardrop or something like that.
An onion.
But on
Anything
September,
that's shaped.
yeah, your brain. So on September 12th, 1952, there was a few people hanging outside. A group of young boys, including two brothers named Edward and Fred May, their friend Tommy Heyer, were playing near the local schoolhouse.
Good old Tommy.
Yeah, good old Tommy. In the small town of Flatwoods. They were playing hide and seek as kids do.
Not anymore. Now they play Fortnite.
They kids don't go outside nowadays
Roblox.
at all.
And Minecraft.
And that's all a whole nother subject and conspiracy. It's a government psyop. But nevertheless,
Throw your kids outside.
yes, physically. Don't do that, please, if you have kids. But their game was
Somebody doesn't want to get sued.
yeah. I don't know Jeremy's fans like that. Jeremy, I'll take care of it. But they were playing hide and seek, and their game was interrupted by what they said is a bright pulsing red fireball streaking across the sky above them, and it appeared to crash land on a nearby hillside on the farm of one Bailey Fisher. I like that they gave us all names. But they were excited about it because they thought, oh, maybe this is a meteor or something like that. So the boys run all the way home and they get their mother, Kathleen May, and convince her to go check out this thing that they saw fall from the sky. She gathers up the children, including a few other people, and what?
I was nothing.
He was making fun of me
Yeah.
because I burped.
He went,
Okay.
She's making fun of me because I can't breathe and then burped.
yeah, he can't breathe and burp at the same time. So.
You just can't breathe.
That's not good.
I
All
got
right.
better.
Let me go back here. So Fred and Edward, they convinced their mother, Kathleen, to go with them to check out what was going on and what fell from the sky. She goes out. She gets a couple of friends, a man named Neil and another man named Ronnie, along with a 17-year-old local National Guardsman. So this was somebody who...
17-year-old National Guardsman.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was different, man.
Yeah.
It was different. They let anybody in there. His name was Eugene Lemon, aka named Gene by everybody, and they took their dog as well.
Not the dog.
Yeah, not the dog.
What was the dog's name?
I don't know.
Well, it ain't important then. Tinfoil.
So this little group of people, they decide, okay, we're going to go check this out. And they go and they start climbing up the hill where it had crashed. And as they get closer to it, they said that they all experienced a thick, nauseating mist start to fill the air, along with a very strange smell.
This always happens.
Yes. So it had this metallic or like a sulfurous odor is what everybody was saying. And it began to burn their eyes and throats. The dog, which had already run ahead, came back whimpering and quickly retreated back to the group. And it had its tail tucked in between its legs like it was afraid of something. So that was like the first, okay, we're coming up on something weird. But they continue to go through the mist, and they begin to see a pulsing red light. Eugene, or Mr. Lemon, points his flashlight toward the glow, and what he begins to see is what the image is on the screen, the Flatwood Monsters. They all had the same account when asked about it later on. They said it was standing about 10 to 12 feet tall, so not small by any means. And it had the weird striking feature of its head.
The onion.
The onion.
The teardrop.
The teardrop.
The light bulb.
The light
Flame.
Yes. Whatever you want to call that thing.
What'd they call it?
He said it was like an ace of spades.
Yep. I almost said, what's with the spade behind his head?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I almost said that, but I was like, I'm
that
not going
makes
to interrupt
more
you again.
sense than anything I'd said.
Doesn't make more sense than the light bulb. I think it looks like a light
Yeah, it
bulb.
does look
the
like a
drawing
light bulb.
does.
yeah.
But I did.
So they said that was the most distinct feature, but it also had glowing greenish / orange eyes.
How do you not know if it's green or orange?
The mist made their throats.
Well, colorblind.
Were they colorblind? Did we ask?
Well, back in the day, they didn't have color TV.
Shut
So their
up.
dreams were black and white.
Shut up.
Yes.
But this wasn't a dream. Or was it?
I don't think so.
Then it wasn't black and white.
Ah, okay. So they said the body was dark. Sometimes when they were describing it after, they would often say it looked like it was metallic or it was armored or dark greenish. They said the creature did not walk, but it seemed to glide or sort of float over the land. So that was odd to them. As Lemon put his flashlight toward the figure, they all said that it let out a scream and a hissing sound as if the light was hurting it. Yeah. Kathleen May said it sounded like bacon frying. So, yeah,
If that's the sound your bacon makes, Andrew, I feel like you're doing something wrong.
That's when I put it in the microwave.
this next part is the part that made me laugh because remember Eugene Lemon is the National Guardsman.
Yeah.
He's also
17-year-old.
He's also 17 years old. They said that Eugene screamed, dropped his flashlight, and outran the group down the hill. And he said that the whole event only lasted a few seconds before he turned and ran away. So interesting. Interestingly, the effects of the group or on the group were immediate and severe. Most of them said that like they literally couldn't breathe, so they started to pass out and they tried to make their way back. With them all experiencing swelling of the throat, throat irritation, and severe nausea that persisted for up to 2 or 3 weeks. So whatever that's about, they all had the same symptoms.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just a mild cold.
Yeah, some doctors suggested this was due to mass hysteria, while others said these are more in line with an actual chemical agent being released and them inhaling it and breathing it and it getting into their systems. But that's what happened with them. The local sheriff went out there the next day. He could not find anything except where it looked like something had crashed into the side of the hill and then just was gone.
Okay.
So there's speculation. Did they make it
So
up?
crash, that could be a,
Like it looked like there was
very
an
vague.
impact.
yeah, like a huge or
Like we're talking like 20 foot
okay.
in length.
It's pretty decent.
So obviously big enough to hold a 10-foot person if you want to go with their analysis of it. Later,
I thought you said it was like 12 foot though.
10 to 12 feet is what
Okay.
they're saying, that it was that height. Who knows with all the chemicals or whatever. This is where people are saying this could have been a government psyop or a government like plane or something.
Roswell.
Yeah, something crashed. They were flying it over West Virginia because not a lot of people were there to begin with. And pilot lost control, crashed, and with how fast it was just gone within a day, either the government got their hands on it or it was the government's to begin with, is what everybody is saying. But there was another sighting by a woman named Audra Harper. She was walking near the town of Heaters, that is about 5 miles north of Flatwoods, shortly before that day on the 12th when everybody else had seen it. She claimed to have seen a tall, dark silhouette of a man emerging from the spot where a ball of fire had vanished on a hill. That was her words.
Ball of fire that vanished from a hill. Well, I mean, they got the hill part right.
Yeah. I don't really believe that one because, I think FOMO got to her and she's like, oh, yeah, I saw it too.
But that's what happens with a lot of sightings. though.
Yes.
Like once one sighting happens and it hits the newspaper, when it hits the newspaper, it just goes crazy.
Yeah. This one, I kind of believe it happened the day after, on the 13th. It was a couple that was driving down one of the rural routes about 20 miles south of Flatwoods. Their names were George and Edith. They said that their car stalled out. They get out of the car to check it out, and they smell that sulfur odor, and they reported seeing a 10-foot tall creature described exactly how the picture looks with like the teardrop or ace of spades for a head. And they said that it hovered in front of their car, and eventually they said it had a reptilian head and clawed hands. So take that for what it's worth.
It's
So-
always the reptilians.
It was Mark Zuckerberg arriving.
They said it eventually passed over to the other side of the road, and they didn't want to do anything because they thought it was going to kill them. 10 foot tall. I don't know if I'd mess with it either, but they didn't do anything. The last recorded like newsworthy encounter was a mother and her 21-year-old daughter were from a nearby town called Weston, who claimed to have an identical encounter with the daughter suffering severe effects from a mist that emitted from the creature.
Well, I was going to say something, but no.
So were these just really potent skunks.
Maybe.
No, you know what? I am going to say it. You remember when I talked to y'all about the fog that everybody was complaining about?
Yes.
There you go. Alien farts.
I don't remember this.
Where's my button? I'm not gonna look for it.
Yeah, no, there's a fog that was going all throughout Canada and the US and a couple other different parts of the world. But it wasn't like regular fog. It was very you know how you can shine a flashlight in fog and you can see all the water droplets flying around?
Sure.
This was like very large particles. Very large particles. And
I don't remember this at all.
And whenever people were walking through it and breathing it in, it was burning their throat.
This was like one of our very first episodes.
No. We didn't talk about it on here.
I thought we did.
No. Certainly we didn't talk about it.
No, I talked to you about it like way earlier this year when it first happened.
Okay.
This was definitely not an episode.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an episode at all.
I don't believe either one of you.
But
Government
anyway,
psyop.
a lot of people were talking about it, and people were getting sick, and
It was messing with the respiratory systems and stuff.
and it was burning their throat whenever they were walking. It was causing them to cough and everything else.
So this was the first time, you think?
No, it's just reminded me of that.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just a tangent. Like I said, I wasn't going to say it, but I was like, nah.
Who cares?
Don't squint at me.
I'm not squinting.
Jeremy's tired and he's hungry. So subscribe so he can have money.
Yeah. Is that the end of your story?
Basically, yeah. Every one of them.
Don't rush him. He's still got plenty to go.
No,
was
I don't.
gonna-
Every one of them summed up with, hey, they went to the hospital after and they were all severely sick. So something happened with them.
Did the doctor's report say anything like
They all said
what
it.
kind of sickness it was?
They all said that it looked like it was chemical sickness, like something.
like they were breathed in some kind of toxic fumes
Yes,
or something.
because in all the cases, their throats had swelling, and I think when I was doing the research for it, I think it was George. He had some lung infection that happened from it, and he actually had like little tiny metallic particles in his lungs.
Wild.
So take that for what it's worth. I don't know if people have really seen it since. It's like a very big urban legend now.
Were they able to take samples of those particles?
I did not get that far.
Tinfoil.
Did their luge production increase?
If they
It
if they didn't kill the guy, took tissue samples out of his lungs and looked at the micro medical particles in there, I don't believe it. Pixar didn't happen.
I sent you a pic.
Well, that was
pic
a
of a pic.
drawing. That was a drawing.
I do have one question for you guys.
No, I don't want to answer.
If you guys saw something, but you didn't have your phones to record it or a way to record it, what would you say to try to convince the other two?
Well, I did. It did happen.
Here he goes.
Y'all don't believe me.
What do you mean?
Disappearing cop?
Yeah, I literally had a
I
cop
believed
car
you.
disappear in front of my eyes.
Yeah, and you also thought I disappeared.
Well, you did.
All I did was walk behind you.
No, I'm for real.
Yes,
I'm for real. I
Me too.
was at a light. I was at a
Do you remember that,
stoplight.
Vandy? Were you there when that happened?
I feel like I know something that
We were out there.
He's right there, and I just walked behind him, and he goes, "Where'd Jeremy go? He disappeared." It's like I'm literally right.
It's like one of those things here. Your eyesight is here, and he's just out
Tunnel
of the
vision.
frame.
Tunnel vision. No, but I was at a stoplight turning left, and there's a cop car in front of me that was turning left too. And it went in between. He went forward, and then he went in between the spot where your door and your windshield meet.
Yeah, the A pillar.
Yeah. It went behind that, and then it literally disappeared. Literally disappeared. We were turning onto a bridge. There was only one turn. It was a left turn, and he would have to cross 2 lanes of traffic to get there. And it wasn't like I would be able to see it. I mean, I would be able to see it to make that turn right there. But he was in the far right lane. It was a 2-lane road. He was in the far right lane. And then he would have to cross the left lane. And then he would have to cross the turn lane. And then he would have to cross those other 2 lanes.
Where do you think he went?
He disappeared, man. That's what I'm telling you.
This has got to be what these people are saying. There was mist, man.
I didn't have a phone, but I tell y'all, and y'all just laugh at me. And here we have a podcast about
I think you
tinfoil stuff.
I think he didn't disappear. He was there, and you just didn't see him.
No, he literally disappeared. We were going onto a bridge, and he was gone. There wasn't any other cars in front of me.
He went off the bridge.
There wasn't any other cars in that lane.
He turned right.
There was no way to turn right. It was a bridge.
He's a cop. He can do whatever he wants.
There was no road.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
And the left area where he could have turned left.
Yeah.
It was super short too. So it would have to be a really sharp turn to get there. And I'd be able to see it.
But like, what does that do to your reality though?
I just sat there. I was like, that didn't happen, and then I called you, and then you said, "Oh, okay."
Pics or didn't happen?
I did
you know what? It did happen.
Do you have pics?
No.
You have a drawing?
Did you take a picture of it disappearing?
No.
Didn't
But
happen.
my eyeballs did.
No, they didn't, because if they did, you would have seen it.
Look, I wasn't on my phone at all. I wasn't even listening to music. Okay. No,
So
I
you
take
were
that
focused
back. I
up.
was listening to music. I take
Well,
that
there
back.
you go. That's what happened.
That was a lie. But I was not on my phone. I was not distracted. It was in the middle of the day. It was like literally at 10 o'clock.
That's not the middle of the day.
Whatever. 10 a.m. or something, whatever. Or not 10 a.m. I was going hunting, so it was like probably 1 o'clock.
Yeah. You were just right around lunchtime. I do remember that.
Yeah.
So this like I like to ask these questions because what would it take for you guys to believe if I called you up and I was like,
hey, there was a missing cop car.
no, like
Andrew would never believe you.
we need to meet at the rendezvous, in which that's obviously Waffle House.
Right.
And we meet at
Obviously,
Waffle
I
House.
didn't know that, so it wasn't that obvious.
Obviously.
It's obvious now, in hindsight.
So if I say we got to meet at the spot, it's Waffle House.
Waffle House's spot.
And I just come up and I said, guys, I saw the not deer. What would it take for you guys to believe me and be
I'd
like,
probably just be like, you didn't, sorry.
stupid California boy?
And it would have to be, if it was the not deer, it's a deer. The not deer is just a deer.
It just stares at you.
You would need to pick something different.
Okay,
If you're gonna lie to me, you need to pick something different.
but like, what if I was dead serious about something? Like, what would it take if I didn't have a camera?
Well, I would have
you
a lot
guys
of
be like, let's go find it?
In all seriousness, it would depend on what it was. The not deer thing is actually not a joke. A not deer, I don't think you're gonna get me to believe, because I won't think you're lying. I'll just think you just saw a deer.
Out of all the cryptids that
But some of them, I would be like, maybe.
out of all the cryptids that not just the ones that we discuss here, which one would you be like, okay, I kind of believe that?
Nightwalkers.
Nightwalkers, Bigfoot. I mean,
I
Bigfoot.
wouldn't.
I don't know about the Bigfoot.
Dog man.
If you saw Bigfoot, I would believe you think you saw something, and I'd be interested. Not deer. I would
Like
just
if I
believe you.
just called you up, Jeremy, I saw the Bigfoot. I saw him.
And you wanted to go out there,
I'll
go.
take you to right where I saw him.
I'd go.
I wouldn't believe you because you don't go hunting in the areas I go hunting, right? Like you just stay around where we live. But
because I saw a nut deer out there.
But I go out towards East Tennessee a couple times.
Well,
a year.
that yeah.
Now, if I saw Bigfoot out there, that would make sense. But if you saw Bigfoot here, I'd be like, nah, dude.
No, I don't.
Well, I would think you saw something. I don't know if I'd believe it's Bigfoot, but I'd believe you saw
that
something.
Bigfoot sighting would probably be a very quick encounter with a black bear.
Probably.
So be it.
So, Well, this has been a great episode.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm cold.
Yeah. Seriously,
It's been a long episode, so
Yeah,
I think we need to wrap
been
it
a
up.
very
I don't know how it's been long. I don't even know how this happened.
Well, Operation Northwoods took a long time.
it didn't feel like it took as long as it usually
The Game
does.
Awards
You-
took a long time.
You took
Really?
time
That
with
did-
games,
That
and
didn't
it
feel
was
like
good
was that
though.
long either.
It was good.
And then, yeah, it's been a long one.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us on this episode. What did we say? This was 12.
Episode 12.
Episode 12.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all the support. It's been fun. Don't forget, Jeremy will take care of it. Goodbye.
Peace.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Por favor.